from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
New laws related to school resource officers take effect statewide, and an update on COVID-19 spread in Henrico County. Both of those stories and more coming up on today's Henrico News Minute for Thursday, July 2nd, 2020. It's brought to you today by Henrico Area Mental Health.
And now for the news.
Well, localities nationwide are examining not only the roles of police within their individual structures of government, but also within their school systems. It's a topic that the Henrico School Board and Board of Supervisors addressed during their joint work session last week, and one that came up again yesterday statewide as a number of new laws took effect, including several related to school resource officers. At the crux of the discussion is whether those officers belong in schools in the first place, and if so, whether their directives are adequately and specifically defined. Today on HenricoCitizen.com, I take a deeper look at this issue and how it relates to Henrico County, where 35 SROs are stationed in public schools, including one at each middle school and at least one at each high school. 5 years ago, Henrico County examined its SRO program after a number of incidents in which students were charged with crimes. Some officials, including Varina District Supervisor Tyrone Nelson, were worried at that time and continue to be concerned that those charges often are disproportionately levied against students who are minorities. Now, 5 years ago, officials implemented a change, perhaps becoming the first locality in the state to do so, according to County Manager John Vitolkis, whereby students who previously might have been arrested instead were referred to the juvenile justice system through a juvenile violation report, or JVR. Then instead of going to jail, they are able to receive services or help that they need with issues like larceny reduction or truancy issues, so that they're not necessarily part of the criminal justice system, according to Henrico Police Lieutenant Colonel Linda Toney. During the past 2 years, the number of total arrests made at Henrico schools has dramatically decreased to just 15 2 years ago and 8 this past year. Among the new regulations related to SROs that took effect yesterday, several that were created in part by Henrico delegate Skylar Van Valkenburg, who also teaches social studies at Glen Allen High School. The new measures will establish the Virginia Center for School and Campus Safety and task it with a number of directives, including providing school safety training for public school personnel and a model critical incident response training program for public and private schools statewide. The new measures also will require localities to update their memorandums of understanding related to their SRO programs at least every 2 years, and require them to annually report data to the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services showing the use of force against students. Read much more on this topic by visiting HenricoCitizen.com and clicking on Education. Henrico County's 7-day COVID-19 positivity average has increased slightly since reaching its lowest point a few days ago. As of June 27th, the most recent day on record, the 7-day moving positivity average was 6.1%. It has been increasing steadily since June 23rd, when it fell to 5.5%, the lowest rate since the pandemic began. Henrico reported just 12 new cases yesterday, increasing its total number of confirmed cases since the beginning of the pandemic to about 2,600 among the 33,679 tests administered. That's an overall positivity rate of 7.75%. The county has seen a total of 257 hospitalizations and 146 deaths from the virus. Henrico County Public Schools Community Conversation Series will continue on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. as an online panel of parents discusses various experiences and perspectives. The conversations are part of the school system's Family Learning Series workshops. The panel of parents will respond to comments and perspectives from other parents in the school division. They'll also speak about their own experiences with HCPS and their commitment to positive change in their school communities. The virtual discussion series originated in response to protests sparked by the death of George Floyd in Minnesota. To date, the discussions have featured a panel of Henrico school leaders and a panel of HCPS students. 2 more discussions are planned after this edition, with the last one occurring August 3rd. You can join the discussion using Google Meet. Visit henricoschools.us/family-learning-series to learn more. There's no registration required. Only the first 250 virtual attendees will be able to participate and comment. Those who join after that number will be able to see and hear the discussion but not participate. Henrico County Recreation and Parks officials have closed the tennis courts at the Sandston Recreation Area at 11 J.B. Finley Street through the end of the month for renovation. They will update the facility to include one tennis court and 2 pickleball courts.
As we all strive to do our part during this extraordinary time, Henrico Area Mental Health serves as your local and public mental health agency, continuing to do its part. We all experience mental health challenges, especially during extreme challenging times.
It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or ethnicity. Each person is affected differently. If you're a resident of Charles City, New Kent, or Henrico counties, and you, a family member or friend or someone you know, may need someone to talk to about the mental health challenges being experienced.
Do your part and call us at 804-727-8515. That's 804-727-8515. We're here to help. Remember, mental health is good health. Call Henrico Area Mental Health at 804-727-8515. That number again is 804-727-8515.
This message comes to you from Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.